Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, Yorkshire Crafter. My name's Julie and today is Sunday, so I have got my weekly catch-up. I was going to say Wip and Chat, but I'm not actually going to be working on anything today. I am going to be kitting up a couple of projects, and one is a new one that my husband purchased for me excuse me, yesterday, and it is a new one from Peppermint Purple in commemoration of Queen Elizabeth II passing. So this is the pattern, and it's a black work, so you do all the crown and then there's all the detailing inside. It's all black work. It's absolutely beautiful. So I'm hoping to kit that one up today and possibly start it tomorrow. Tomorrow being Monday, being the funeral. Apparently it's in the afternoon. I think somebody said it was 1 o'clock, the service. So yes, I am going to be catching up with you guys what I have been up to, but also kitting up this project, and hopefully going to start kitting up another two, a couple of Doreen Jones patterns. So the Halloween one that I got with the ghosts and the words, and then the Christmas sampler, so the boxes, the sampler one from Doreen Jones, the Christmas. So let's get some boxes open and get kitting up. So hopefully I have got the colours and everything that we need. So I'm just going to be chit-chatting away with you guys. So Monday morning I was working on Flutter. Then for lunch I had a ham and cheese sandwich. Then in the afternoon I worked a little bit more on Flutter. If you guys saw my floss tube this week, you will have seen all the progress and everything I've got on my stitching. So it got to about 2 o'clock and it was pet feeding time. So yeah, I took Ted out for his walk, our little Jack Russell. Then then when I got back I was sorting out what there is for tea. So we decided on tuna pasta, so we got some pasta on, and then I was doing the tuna mayonnaise mix and everything. Then in the evening I was diamond painting a little bit, and then got ready for Disney Dollhouse. So yeah, Disney Dollhouse this week was issue 30, and we were making another piece of furniture for the Winnie the Pooh room. We made a table And we also installed the first window. So the first window in the Mickey's room. I was trying to think what room one was. Mickey's room. So yes, the first window for Mickey's room. And then after the show we had a bit of a chat and getting tidied up, and then yeah, went off to bed. So let me just check what I'm doing here. Just making sure I've got myself organised. What that I've got, what and what I haven't. So also on Monday I had a chat with Crafting with Orchid, and it was lovely to catch up with her. We haven't had a chat in a while. A message popped up just before we were due to go live with the Disney dollhouse. So I explained, I just said you know, in about an hour, and she said yeah, no problem. So once I'd, you know, finished tidying up and having a bit of a chat after, I was getting ready to message Orchid, and yeah, then our youngest Oliver come with me for a problem. He wanted to sort out his bus fare, because like a metro app thing, you can top up your M card and for him to get to and from college. So yeah. So I was trying to sort out that with him, trying to get the app sorted, and then eventually I managed to message her back, and yeah, we had a little bit of a chat and a bit of a catch up and what she's been up to, and so yeah, we did that. So let's get the next one is blue. I'll need to have a look at that because it's a navy. Yeah. So then that one. Oops. Pen back on. Clicking it. So then on to Tuesday. So Tuesday morning I was working on Flutter for the Oracle Cell group. So I was, yeah, working a little bit more on that. Yellow. So, right, that is that one. So let me just write on. Yeah, sorry, I know I keep going quiet. Sorry about that. Just trying to concentrate on making sure I kit things up properly, so then I can write on that the fabric size and everything when I have finished. So that's that one. So yes, like I said, Tuesday I was working on flutter. Then for lunch I had sardines on toast, and very nice it was. In the afternoon I did a little bit more on flutter until it was pet feeding time, and yeah, I walked Ted, and yeah, I did all that. I got back and tea was being prepared, so we had some well, Mark and the boys were having sausages, so they said, yeah, we wanted to get your chicken in a tray ready to go. He said that's all I've done. He said I just put, you know, the chicken in a tray with some foil, and he said, yeah, that's so. I then took over doing tea. So he'd already put some foil in the bottom, he'd put the chicken in, so then all I had to do was cover it over in foil to put in the oven, and then I was sorting out the sausages and everything on the grill, on the George Foreman grill, and then we were having chips with it, so put some chips in, and yeah, set everything to slow cook. Yeah, turn the oven right down because we weren't sure what time Jack was getting home. He'd gone to the gym with some friends. Oliver was already at home, so yeah, I just turned things to cook slowly. This were about 3 o'clock, and we don't normally eat tea till about 4, and I think that's what time Jack said he was going to be home anyway, so I put things on to cook slowly and yeah, nicely. And so then yeah, we did end up eating about 4 o'clock, and Jack was just coming in through the door when I was dishing up tea, so yeah, we all managed to have tea together that day. So then in the evening, I had a couple of hours before I was due to go into StreamYard, because I was helping Crafty Chris with her Eddie Stobart. So yeah, I was doing that. Right, so this next one I am going to kit up is the Doreen Jones, the Haunting Night. It says ghosts and goblins, spooks galore, scary witches at your door, jack-o'-lantern shining bright, wishing you a haunting night. So yeah, that is this one that I will be kitting up now. So let me get a bag out. So hopefully I have got the right flossers for this one. I think I need, whoops, I don't want that to fall. So right, so yeah, that one is it the glow in the dark? It might be. yeah, I think there's a glow in the dark thread with this one, so I might have to go over to Huddersfield to Button Box, but yeah. Any excuse for a trip on the train, eh? Right, so yes, like I was saying, so at about... No, actually this week I wasn't helping Crafty Chris, I was helping Dave. I was helping DS Models and Vintage because he wanted to do his Eddie Stobart catch-up. He said he had quite a few issues to do and he needed to catch up, and he wanted to get up to the same issue as Crafty Chris because the Tuesday before she'd done her catch-up and was still waiting for issues to come. She was waiting for her delivery, so she told Dave to do his catch-up. So yeah, that's what I was doing on Tuesday, and we actually didn't go live till 7:40. We're in there about, I think I went in there about 7:10. We usually like to get in there about half an hour before and have a bit of a, you know, who's doing what and stuff like that. So yeah, we went live at 7:40. There was Dave building, there was me and Mark, and there was Geordie Dave as well. So we were all in there helping Dave do his catch-up. Geordie Dave was doing the instructions and me and Mark were sharing doing the comments. So yeah, that's what we did on Tuesday. So then on to Wednesday. Just put this page in if it will. Come on. Get in. Right, so yes, on to Wednesday. We actually didn't go out on Wednesday. My husband had had a bit of an accident, he'd had a bit of a fall. So yeah, we decided to stay home and not go out anywhere, because Wednesday is usually town day and I stay home and have a bath, and our boys will go with him, but yeah, he didn't go, so nothing in there yet. This one, no, next case. We've got the all higgledy-piggledy list. 9 horse. Yes. Red. 9 horse. So yeah, Wednesday morning I was working on Flutter, and then for lunch I had a ham and cheese sandwich. I'm getting myself all confused. So in the afternoon I was working some more on Flutter. So yeah, I was doing that. Then pet feeding and walk Ted. And then for tea, my husband decided to order a takeaway. So yeah, we had that for tea. So yeah, we had a nice takeaway for tea, and I had doner meat and chips. Normally I would have chicken and chips, but with having chicken the previous day, the home cooked, I decided to go for doner meat and chips. So yeah, we got that. And then when I came up here, I had a recording to do. I was unboxing my new sewing machine that I got gifted for my birthday. It's the Yetaven, and you guys will have seen 2 videos for that this week. When I did the unboxing, you know, I showed the machine and the accessories and everything that came with it, and I was sewing away. It did the first one fine, and then I came to put it under the foot again, and yeah, the needle kept getting stuck and getting jammed, and then when I rethreaded it, put it through the needle, and it did sew a little bit, but then the thread broke, and yeah, it just all stopped. So yeah, that was the first video that I did. So sorted that out, uploaded it to YouTube, and then there was a live show on. So a live show with Horlicks, and he was doing a radio kit, like an electronics kit, and yeah, you connect all like these wires into this little board, and then you put it all in this box, and it comes with all like these twizzly dials and buttons, and it was a really good show, a really good show. So after we'd finished that, then I released that video, that first part 1, because I did say at the end of that video, I said, right, I need to do some investigating, find out what's, you know, going on with the machine. And yeah, so sort of midweek this week, yeah, I was watching some videos and some problem solving and problem shooting YouTubers and stuff like that, and so yeah, in the end I managed to get it sorted, and I have recorded a second video, and you guys will have seen that yesterday, being Saturday. So sorry, drink coffee. So let's no, don't have that. So then on to Thursday. So Thursday morning I was doing, you know, my usual jobs, washing up, had my coffee, getting pets sorted, and about 10 o'clock the door went, and yeah, we had a lovely visitor. So John from John's Iconic Military Models, I believe is his channel. If I'm wrong, I do apologise, but that's what I believe his channel is. He actually came over to, well, he came obviously to see us and have a chat, but he is going to be carrying on building a model ship for my husband. It's the Bismarck build. So yeah, he, like I said, came to see us. Lovely guy, you know, the same as he is on YouTube. There's no, you know, it is a lovely guy, and yeah, he's a lovely, soft, soothing voice, and yeah, everybody remarks on his soft voice and his tone and his, yeah, absolutely lovely guy. Lovely to meet him, and yeah, he actually stopped for a couple of coffees and we sat and had a chat, and then Mark was showing him his modelling room, his bear cave as he called it, and yeah, and then they came down with the Bismarck bits that my husband had already built, and then the parts that he'd received, you know, boxes and boxes. I think there were about 5 or 6 boxes of parts, and a mod, I believe, and so yeah, he ended up taking loads with him in the boot of his car. But yeah, brilliant guy. So yeah, he's going to be carrying on building the Bismarck for my husband, the wooden ship. So I think, let me see, about 12:30, 1 o'clock, that's when John decided to head home. So I was doing a little bit of stitching. I decided to carry on, well, yeah, do a little bit on the Stitchonomy frame. The Halloween stitch along is Cabinet of Curiosities. So yeah, we've had the frame, and then yesterday we got the email for the first box. The first square to stitch is Eye of Newt. So, but yeah, I need to get cracking on and finish the frame. Yes, I really do. I need to carry on and get the frame done, so then I can start these parts, these squares, because I believe from the first one it's then every couple of days, or I could be wrong on that, it could be every week, but then it wouldn't be done in time for Halloween, would it? So unless it's a drop every day, I don't know, I didn't read it properly. I should know from last year. I think it's every couple of days, so it gives people time to stitch it, and yeah, so I think it's every couple of days. So let's those. So this one and this one. Get into the larger numbers. Bags out. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get my my other bags out and finish kitting that one up. So yeah, right, so what I'm gonna do, I don't think I have, did the stitch sheet come out? I don't think it did. Let me just check. No, it didn't, so I need to get the numbers for the Christmas sampler that are in Jones. So yeah, we're just gonna sit and have a chat now, because I need to get my other threads and everything down. So yeah, they're a bit high up. So yeah, I was stitching a little bit on the Stitchonomy frame, so then it was pet feeding time, and then our eldest took Ted out for his walk, so I was looking at what to do for tea. So we had chicken Kievs, ham and cheese filled chicken Kievs with potato poppers. You know, you can get the little like chicken popper, you know, the round balls, and they just do the potato ones, the potato filled. So we had that with it. So then in the evening I was making sure I had got marked on the fabric the width of the frame, so I knew where I was stitching to. So I've got all the outside marked with a fabric pencil. So yeah, that's going to be simple enough to do the outside frame, but then it's when it comes to the boxes on the inside. I believe there's sort of boxes all the way around the edge, and then a couple, and then there's a rectangle just in the middle. So yeah, you have to work the boxes around that. So yeah, I was making sure all that was marked out and all of it's done, so I just have to stitch it now. Just need to get time to stitch it. So then I was getting ready for the crafting quiz. So for the crafting quiz I was diamond painting, and Jay over at Jay's channel was doing a Disney quiz for us. He'd got the box of quiz cards, a double-sided box of Disney quiz. So he was showing us the cards. Sort of each card is based on a certain character. So there was like Dory from Finding Nemo, there was questions on Stitch, there was questions on Dumbo, and I think there was questions on like Ratatouille, and yeah, so all different character cards with about 5 or 6 different questions on. So yeah, he was just, as he was picking a card out, he just read out the top question. So then if we do manage to get through all of the cards to then start again, he can start from question 2. So but yeah, I really enjoyed it. So it was a really good show. I managed to get quite a bit of diamond painting done. The little sections that I mark off, I think I got 1.5 sections done. They're only little sections that I mark out with the replacement cover sheets. So yeah, 1.5 sections, but I think we did just over an hour. So I think when Jay was reading out the last question, he said, right, we've just hit the hour, so we'll make this one the last question. So I think we did just over an hour for the quiz this week. Sometimes we do 1.5 hours, it just depends, you know, how things are going. And so yes, actually I was near to the finish of the Happy Halloween that I'd done. So that was another video you guys will have seen this week. I did a finishing video for Everyday E-Deals. I'd done the Boo one, and then I had finished the Happy Halloween. I actually finished it after the show. I just had a bit of filling in on the last pumpkin that I was doing. So yeah, I did that, managed to get it finished, and then I recorded a finishing video, and now since then I have started the 3rd canvas from Everyday E-Deals as well, because I got some Halloween themed ones when they asked me to pick some products last time. So I'm just doing the ghost one, the ghost with a cat in a pumpkin. So yeah, I'm working on that one, and then I'm thinking maybe my next canvas to start is going to be my Christmas themed one. It was one that I got from Victoria's Moon a while ago when I was doing reviews for them, when I was doing unboxings and things for them. I believe they've stopped doing the reviews and the affiliate program now. I believe Victoria's Moon have stopped that now. So yeah, I've got a group of Santas. I think there's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 little Santas, little Santa gnomes I think they are, and it's sort of in a triangle. So there's 4, 3, 2 and then 1. You can just sort of see peeking out of the top. But yeah, that'll be my Christmas one, and it's a 40 by 40 I think. So I will probably, well, most definitely have that finished before Christmas. But I have got some small Christmas canvases to do. I think they're from Diamond Paintings, and I can't remember, there was some from Diamond Paintings that were Christmas themed, and I think maybe Everyday E-Deals too. I'm not too sure. I know I have got one Christmas themed one, I believe that was from Amazon. Christmas gnome. He's got like a green hat on and he's standing on some snow. But yeah, I have got plenty of canvases to start next, especially Christmas themed ones. But yeah, I definitely want to start the bigger one first and then move on and do the little ones. I've got a lovely scene of some penguins and a polar bear. I think there's 3 penguins and a polar bear, and they're all sort of stood in a row. They're sat with snow, and yeah, really cute. But I want to make that one and gift it to someone. Yeah, somebody very close to us absolutely loves penguins. Yes, absolutely loves penguins. So, but yeah, I definitely want to make that one and then send it off. I might have actually given that away actually, because I know this person watches my videos regularly. So, but yeah, you know who you are. So anyway, so yeah, all that to say, I finished Happy Halloween. So then I sat and kitted up the ghost one, the friendly ghost. So yeah, I was kitting up that while we were having a bit of a chat. So then on to Friday. So Friday morning I was working on a beaded cross stitch kit. It was the nighttime gnome. He's holding a moon, he's holding a crescent moon in his hands, and then his little hat, he's got a star on the bit that hangs down. You know, normally they have it stuck up, but this one's got it folded and down, and it's got a little star as its like bauble thing on the top. Well, I was until my needle broke. So yeah, once the needle broke, there was no I could do about that. I didn't actually have another beading needle downstairs with me, so I had to swap projects. So I decided to go back and I decided to go back and work a little bit on Flutter. So then for lunch I had a ham sandwich. Then in the afternoon I changed our bedding, so stripped and remade the bed, and then I got in a bath. So yeah, I had a lovely relaxing bath, and then there was a little bit of time before it was pet feeding time, so I worked a little bit more on Flutter, and then my husband knew that I had this recording to do, this finishing videos, so he said, well yeah, while we've got the time, go and get it recorded now. So that's what I did. I came up here in the afternoon and recorded that finishing video, started that editing, and then I recorded FlossTube. By the time I'd finished recording FlossTube, the finishing video had finished, so I set it to upload to YouTube, and then I edited FlossTube and then uploaded that to YouTube, and when FlossTube had finished uploading, I set it to release. I made it public, and then the Everyday E-Deals one, I released that, well, I scheduled that to go up at 10 AM, 10 in the morning UK time, and then I emailed Everyday E-Deals the link, and yeah, sorted all that out. So got it all, yeah, uploaded to YouTube and set public and scheduled and all that fun stuff that we do. So then for tea, it was burgers. So it was cheese and bacon burgers, and we had that in sesame seed buns. Yeah, sesame seed buns with chips. So I had that for tea, and then in the evening when I came up here, I decided to stitch on one of my printed kits, one of my pre-printed stamped kits. So I worked a little bit on the welcome gnome. So I was doing a little bit of that. I did a bit more of the background, you know, all that yellow. Then I was watching YouTube, watching the camper live with Horlicks, and then on to Saturday. So Saturday I cleaned the bathroom and then did a little bit of stitching. I was stitching on Flutter while I was waiting for everybody else to get up. Then for lunch we had a peck sandwich, so the ham peck stuff. So yeah, we had a sandwich, and then in the afternoon I got the sewing machine back out. So the mini sewing machine, the Yetaven, I was having a look at that and seeing how I'd threaded it up, and realised, yeah, I had threaded the needle the wrong way. So looked at that, rethreaded it, and then I just wanted to make sure and rewatch a couple of YouTube videos that I'd seen, you know, troubleshooting, and just to make sure that yeah, that's what the problem could be. So then I was having a go. I'd got some more fabric out, and then yeah, realised that yes, it was stitching, but the thread was too tight, the tension, so the thread kept snapping. So I went back onto Uni's channel, so Uni Crafts, and yeah, looked through her videos, and she did have one on the tension dial, you know, problems with the thread tension. So yeah, looked at that, sorted that out as well. So it turned out, yes, it was user error. So I threaded the needle wrong, and then I was messing with the tension dial when I shouldn't have been. I shouldn't have touched that dial. But yeah, so it's all sorted now, and if you guys saw that second video, I actually attempted a project bag. It didn't really work. My cutting is not the best, and yeah, I can't use a rotary cutter. I can't get on with it. Even trying to hold a ruler, you know, trying to hold a ruler down, but then trying to get enough pressure for the cutter, the ruler kept moving, and so I can't win either way. So even with a rotary cutter, I still end up with diagonal lines, and even using, you know, the big fabric scissors, I've got some proper fabric scissors. Yeah, no. No. So, but yeah, like I said, my cutting is not the best. Yeah, my attempt wasn't bad, the stitching was okay, but like I said, my cutting is just, yeah, the inside pouch ended up a lot smaller than what it should have been. You know, the inside lining ended up being, you know, an inch or two smaller than what the outer fabric, the outer pouch was, but yeah, that's just all down to my cutting, and but yeah, anyway, the machine is sorted, the machine is fixed. So yeah, I had fun making the project bag. I did really enjoy it, and just stitching away, and yeah, I really did enjoy my afternoon. It was great. So then I recorded part 2 for the sewing machine video, and just explained, you know, the problems that I had and how I solved them, and what I'd watched, who I'd watched, and put links in the video description box for who I'd watched and where I'd looked at, and things like that. So I sorted that out for you guys to see, got it all uploaded, and then so for tea we had some chicken pita pockets. So my husband had got like this new seasoning packet. You just cut up some chicken breast, put it into this bag, and then sprinkle like this seasoning over it and leave it for an hour or so in the fridge just to marinate and do its thing. And then when you lift it out the fridge, you just simply put the bag into a tray, and then put the tray into the oven and just let it cook as it is, let it cook in the bag. And it was lovely. It was really warming. It wasn't spicy, it was more warming. And then we had it with some salad, some garlic mayonnaise, yeah, lovely cooling garlic mayonnaise, and it was, yeah, it was really nice. So my husband just cut up some pita breads, you know, the pita things, and he just cut them in half, and yeah, that's why I call them pita pockets, because they're just half of the pita bread. and they're much easier to stuff, they're much easier to fill. So we had that for tea, and then in the evening when I came up here I was diamond painting. There was a live show on, it was Dano's Universe. So I was watching his live stream and diamond painting, and yeah, just having a chilled evening, just diamond painting away, and it was lovely. So then on to today being Sunday. So got up this morning, did my usual, you know, had my coffee, sorted out the pets, washed up, and then I was folding and sorting some washing. So everything had been dried, it had all come through the dryer. There was a pile of washing that had just been put on the table, and then there was some bedding in the basket that had been dried but just left. So I was folding and sorting all that out, and then I got round to ironing. So there was 3 t-shirts to iron, so I got the ironing board out and the iron for 3 t-shirts, but never mind. So I've got that done, got my ironing done, and then I came up for a bath. So I had my bath, went back downstairs, and Sunday dinner was just being put in the oven. So Mark and our eldest, they made a fish pie. So we had some cod in the freezer that actually we got out yesterday to defrost, because yeah, we had a fish pie for Sunday dinner, and then for dessert, for afters, we had jam roly-poly and custard. And to say I'm stuffed is an understatement. That's why I didn't want to be crafting or to be leaning over, so that's why I just decided to try and do a little bit of kitting up today. But yeah, I need to get my other bag of floss out. These are all the ones that are bobbinated and in the case, but yeah, stored away is a couple of other bags of DMC threads. I know there's a full bag of blue threads from when I was going to do the peppermint purple let it snow, the snowflake black work that they did at one time or another. So yeah, there is a bag of blue floss up there somewhere, and yeah, another full bag of the Amazon off-brand DMC, you know, with the yellow numbers on rather than the white that the official DMC. Yeah, so there's a bag of that somewhere that I need to find out. I know they're in a box high up on my shelf, so yeah, I need to get that down and see what I've got and what I haven't, and then yeah, either order some or see if my husband fancies a trip over to Huddersfield, because there is a couple of colours that I'm missing, well, a few colours, especially if I'm going to kit up the Doreen Jones Christmas sampler as well. So yeah, that'll be 3 kitted up. But yeah, I'm hoping to definitely start the Elizabeth tribute piece tomorrow, with it being the funeral tomorrow. There will be no live shows tomorrow, so we won't be doing the Doll's House live stream, and then the Titanic afterwards has also been cancelled, just as a sign of respect, so we won't be doing any live shows. So yeah, that is everything. So yeah, I need to go thread searching. So yes, I am going to let you guys go. So have a great rest of your day. Enjoy what is left of the weekend, and yeah, bank holiday tomorrow. So, but yeah, back to things on Tuesday. So yeah, I'm going to let you guys go. So remember, guys, in a world where you can be anything, be kind. Bye, guys.